Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Madisonville Marine. You want to know about a heck of a Christmas gift? Try a boat, folks. Brand new boat or a used boat, which is new to you or new to the person you're giving it to. There's no better way to treat yourself than with a brand new boat from Madisonville Marine, because they got the best selection in the area and they got the best prices in the area right now. Awesome deals as always. No better place to buy a boat than Madisonville Marine. All right. Let's talk about Vols versus Gonzaga. I've got Mark, I've got Mike. I asked Mark to give me 3 key matchups to watch that Tennessee's got to do well in. Mike, I want you to chime in on any of these as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the graphic. Number 1, we'll start right there. Tennessee's bigs versus Gonzaga's bigs.
This is headline news, huh? It's pretty obvious, right? Yeah, Gonzaga's got Hachimura and Clark, 2 NBA potential guys. Hachimura's averaging 22 points a game. Big-time player underneath. It'll be interesting to see what Tennessee does if they go single coverage or if they come in double. Same thing on Gonzaga's end. And so it'll be interesting to see who can get in the half-court game and get those guys the ball in the space that they operate best.
Thoughts?
Gonzaga is just big and long. It looks like it at every position. That's what when you talk about bigs.
Which ones?
Yeah, which ones? Yeah, yeah.
And they shoot. I mean, Clark shoots 71% from the field. I mean, he's a top 5 in the country. They can fill it up.
You need a big game from Kyle Alexander today.
Yeah.
You know, he's done better this year about showing up game to game. This is a day you need Kyle Alexander.
Yep.
All right, very good. Let's go to the next one you had, which was Norvell versus Tennessee's point guards.
Yeah, Norvell's another guy, averaging 18 points a game, does it all, over 5 assists, over 6 rebounds. I think that really goes through him. And then the uncertainty of Bowden and Pons. Defensively, is that the matchup? And then what are we going to get from them offensively? Bowden seemed to lost some confidence. He played better versus Texas Corpus Christi. Was 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 1 for 2 from 3. But then Pons has 5 turnovers. And so who is going to be able to match up with him will be a big determinant of the game.
I agree. I think it was very encouraging to see Bowden play as well as he did in that game the other night. Tennessee, like I just said about Alexander, Tennessee needs Jordan Bowden today. They need all their parts today.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, this is a team, this Gonzaga team, there's no one on that team that doesn't score. I mean, they can score from all over the floor. Yeah. You better have everybody up and ready. Yeah,
when you're second leading scoring team in the country, averaging 98 points a game, you can fill it up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. And let's go to the third one here. Key, Gonzaga's bench versus Tennessee's bench. Mark?
Yeah, both teams play 3 guys 30-plus minutes, and then the other 2 guys 28-plus minutes. And so both teams are playing about 7 or 8. In past, both Barnes teams and Mark Few's teams want to play more depth. The guys have just not stepped up. And so if these teams play inside out like they both want to, depending on how the refs call the game, there could be a foul, go to the foul line a lot. And so who are going to be those guys that step up? Does Fulkerson does what he did against Louisville, or does he go MIA? We'll see.
And is Lamonte Turner on the travel squad? I don't even know if he's, what his status would be, but certainly you could use him off the bench.
Yes, no question. What was the other point I was going to throw out there? It just popped into my head. This is what happens when you get old. You have something that pops into your head and then it pops back out. When it comes to this Tennessee team and the fact that they played one of these top 10 games earlier this year against Kansas. And in that game, they probably could have won it if they had done inside out, worried more about the inside than the out. That's something they can't fall into that trap today. They cannot get giddy with their outside shots today.
Yeah.
I mean, you better pound the thing inside.
Yeah, and I think we'll talk about that in the keys of the game, too. I mean, that's the advantage about playing these type of games that we talked about earlier. The more big-time moments that you're in, your players learn how to play in big-time moments. So then when you get to NCAA tournament time, when everything is on the line, you've been there, done that.
Part of the narrative this week out of Tennessee has been what they learned from that Kansas game.
Right, and we'll be able to see that this afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be key. If they go out there and start settling for jumpers again, that's going to be a really concerning sign. I bet it'll drive Rick Barnes crazy if it happens. All right, when we come back, one coach has already left Tennessee, Tyson Helton. There are rumors, reports out there that other UT coaches might be on some wish lists of schools, including one who's very, very important, Craig Fitzgerald. We'll discuss the possibility of Tennessee losing its strength and conditioning coach again. Come on back.